Okay, I don't know if I cover this in my PAL Surgery Table guide sort of thing, but I want to show you guys why it is so darn broken. So when it comes to breeding, with breeding, passive specifically, the goal is to always get that ideal for passive goal, right? So for those times where you fall short, okay, for those times when you fall short and it's like a triple and then you don't have the fourth one, and the fourth one that's missing is one of the available ones at the PAL surgery table, well, that's where it becomes really broken. Okay, or in other scenarios when you are trying to breed for future pals, lots of times, pretty much 9 out of 10, probably 99 out of 100 times, you're gonna encounter the need to have Serenity plus some random other passive at the bare minimum to breed into a 4 passive. Because how breeding works, you need, the goal is 4 passives, right? As long as they overlap with each other, it'll work. But if they don't overlap and there's an extra, it all won't be able to fit on the 4 passive spectrum. Let me see if I can bring up a map or something. Okay, so we have, which button, oops, which button, how do I zoom in again? Whatever. Okay, so let's say that you have this sort of thing, right? You're doing this one plus B, right? A plus B, okay? How many passive do you have in total? I have to do this in Photoshop because I don't know how to do it in Paint. So if you cross them out, 3, 4, okay, so those overlap, so it becomes 2 plus how many are left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 6. This is 2 more passives than your final PAL. So I want to show you guys something. There is a PAL that I've been trying to breed but have been failing. Aha, these 2 idiots. So I have Lunker Serenity plus Demon God Legend Vamp Serenity. So you see how the 2 passives don't correlate with one another, or they don't at the end of the day. If you add them both up and you know, cross out the liked ones, you're left with not 4, right? You're left with what is that? Lunker Serenity VLD Serenity. So you're left with 5. One extra, which can be Lunker, or it could be Demon God, Vamp, Legend. It could be any of them, because Serenity are both on the same PAL, right? So if we go back to my Photoshop, right, you're looking at the ones that you have. I'm not that good at Photoshop, I'm sorry. So you have this one, you have that one that shares, that one that shares, that one that shares, add up 2 PALs. So this is where creating these things, or utilizing the what is this thing called? The PAL surgery table makes things better. Okay, you see how these are perfect 4s? These both are identical, so nothing will be left over on a PAL. Nothing. There won't be a random out of the ideal 4. There won't be like a freaking diamond body on this, right? So that's why you see how these add up to becoming the perfect 4. These add up to being the perfect 4 because LDS crossovers with LDS, and then V is a leftover, so it'll be LDS V. So as long as they all match, you're good to go. Okay, so that's where it all shines. It really shines. So what is that? Ah, look at that. Can't get Lord of the Sea, unfortunately, but one of these should be, yes. Okay, I had to personally breed for this one, and then I'm trying to breed for some more of these. VS is the ideal one that I want to go until they fix like PAL pods. I feel like Vamp is just absolutely broken, given that how much damage these guys can do compared to like the HP bars. Vamp, I think, heals for 5% of overall damage. So if like a PAL does 10k damage, they're gonna be healing for 500 health, and if the health pool is like 6k, you know, one ability heals them for 500, and if the boss does AoE damage and it doesn't like chunk them too badly, right? Then they'll be able to periodically heal it all back, especially with Serenity, because of the 30% CDR, right? So you just give them high hitting damage abilities, but you don't like give them long cooldown damage abilities, right? I would probably give them like a long cooldown, like a Thunder Rail or double Blizzard Spike or blah blah blah, Dark Wisp, and then slap on like 2 lower cooldown abilities, and that's how they really shine in raids. Right, not so much hard mode. I don't really like doing hard mode Bjorn. It's a great tester, but like nearly all of the pals that I create, not create, but breed, are doggy doo doo versus it. I tried one of my all-star Verdashes, my very favorite Verdash, and he couldn't solo it. I could really only solo it. I could only have one pal that solos it with like a pal like this guy because of the broken partner skill. But like in terms of a pal actually being able to personally solo a pal or a hard mode boss, it would probably have to be Noclim due to how freaking tanky and damagey this guy gets. I have one for Diamond Body and one for Demon Body, so I go 2 Noclims plus 3 Doomuds and I just interchange. But like in terms of actual putting a pal to the test, oh man, I don't think they can do it solo. Actually they can do it solo. It's just you have to like, I like doing it AFK, but if I actually pay attention and like pull them out before they get wiped by like a Stone Beat, Rock Burst, Glacial Impact, Bastigor, yeah, it's gonna hit hard. I probably have to give them some HP meds too. I remember I had to do that too when I tried to do it with my Anubis. Anyways, yeah, so that is just the beauty of this beautiful thing. Like, it's a hidden thing when it comes to, what's it called? When it comes to breeding, right? Let me see if I can find any of my trios. So, let me look at the ones with 3 passives. There should be some with 3 passives. Yeah, so look at this. Oh, not that one. He's gonna be used and abused. Aha. So this one's 3 favorited. VL Siren. I can slap on Serenity and boom! It is a go-to pal. Not so much for reliable pal because Poison Fog is a trashy breedable ability. It's literally a Cinemoth ability. Cinemoth exclusive ability. And they tossed it on as a breedable passive. Or ability, you know what I mean? So I want to look for some of my already made ones. So yeah, for my quad rainbows, like these, if I ever get the chance, I would just sub out Demon God for Serenity or even Vamp for Serenity if I'm going for like flat damage, but I don't think I will because Rainbow looks too cool. Oh, especially with like the frickin' raid bosses. Oh my god, does it help out a lot. The amount of, actually, yeah, the amount of pals that I've had to favorite in my big, where is it? In my big dimensional, what is this thing called? I don't know. The amount of pals that I've had to favorite with like Serenity on it, oh my god, I don't know if I even know where they all are. Yeah, right here, look at this. I saved this guy. Look at his level. Fresh out of beginner region. I saved him because he was Serenity. Now, Serenity pals aren't important anymore because you can just slap on Serenity at the cost of a mere 50k. See how broken that is? And then, what's even funnier is that you can go a brute force basic pal where you go Serenity Impatient for 45 CDR, then you go flat damage, Muscle Head and Ferocious right here, or you can go off Z's and keep the work speed, go 20% defense, 20% attack. You're looking at a solid early game, mid game, and even potentially late-ish, like early late game pal. Because they have 40% attack, 45% CDR, that's not even including the party CDR on abilities. So you get what I mean. And then what even funnier is if it's a rideable pal, you can spam those abilities twice as much. You know what I mean? So that's the power of this PAL surgery table. This is broken for any new player, rather, because of how the whole global PAL box thing works. I can share, not that, where is it? I can share my current PALs on this endgame world with any other world of my own through like its own whatever data file thing. So like this isn't as valuable to me as it would be to new players, except it is still valuable to the breeders who really shine when it comes to the heavy artillery pals, right? The ones that really rely on serenity, and the ones who really rely on breeding. So let me see if I can find my Dogans. These guys normally just pump out trio rainbows, which is Vamp, Demon, and Legend? Yeah. Lots of times I only get Legend, Vamp, and Demon God. And the times when I don't, yeah, this one was not one of those times. But the times that I don't, I just slap on Serenity and boom, he's a go-to pal. That's the beauty of it. Serenity, serenity, serenity. Just like the name, it is a godsend. Alright. That's just the beauty of it. I personally love just the fact that they have done this, added this thing for all the people of the earth, or rather, I guess PALWORLD players is more accurate. But yeah, personally, yeah. I'm trying to get an example. So right here, I could go LDS, but because PAL table, or the surgery PAL table, you can add, but you cannot subtract. It's more valuable to not add on Serenity unless it's your end game combat PAL, or it's your placeholder breedable PAL. Like components are great and all, but now with the surgery table, components aren't as valuable, but they still are valuable. So this would be a component PAL, and if I needed to, I could breed it again while adding Serenity and Musclehead for a flat, what is that, 70% damage? This is 20, 30, Musclehead is 50, 80, 90%, my bad, 90% damage, which is insane how busted LD comps are, or Demon God Element SM comps are. Woo! I know. I'm amazed at it too. I am truly amazed at how broken the thingy is. Ooh, I need a VS actually. VS are so valuable. The reason why is because for some reason, it's valuable and it's not valuable. Okay, look at that thing in the corner. That thing is my XP tracker. I have my XP at 0.1. The second any level 1 PAL, or any PAL in general, when you're breeding abilities, reaches level 7, boom, you're done. Do you know why? Because you get a third ability when they reach, what is it called? Level 7. So that's why it's so important. It's so important that you save those placeholders. Right? Even though I say that it's not important, it is important in the realm of breeding. In the realm of preventing a third ability from appearing. Right. And I just save these into my giant PAL box thingy, so it doesn't clog my current one, even though I'm practically at max capacity on the current one. Geyser and... oh crap, it's in there now. Well, you got the idea. Anyways, oof. That's about it for the video. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. My name is Jess. Please like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next time. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.